Alright. YouTube should be receiving my content, I believe. There we go. I am all... Let's do this. Okay, so there was the, insurrection happening, right? Something to that effect? The old guy's the bad guy.
Fighting throughout the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out.
Let's indeed. I was right when I said that this was going to be a dungeon. Well, I didn't say it, but I believed it. And I was told. It was kind of obvious if you've ever played the game before. Hello, Hyper. It's nice to have you. Ooh, a cutscene. No, it's not. It's an establishing shot.
This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim.
Is Law gonna be
My
vengeful,
fellow guards
Hexed?
wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Maybe.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
I might swap him in, who knows.
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Something I
Let's
should...
try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Which one is that? It's this one. No. Something I should do before we start the stream proper is the DLC went on sale. So I bought it. And I have some stuff I can claim, right? Yes. So I just... Yes, accept all of it. Or do I have to do it like this? Does it have to be so slow? What happens to just accept all? Okay. I think of that, we got some outfits, right? Yeah. Okay, a tux. You. Similar. Not similar at all. That's the same person. Oh yeah, check out some of that drip. I am. Oh, this is new as well. Oh, that's the old outfit he was wearing. And that's all. That's the same thing Rick was wearing. Do I get... I don't remember if I've which ones I've unlocked and which ones I haven't. No matter, I don't want to use any of those. Okay, there we go. Said the Lord's Chamber, which is probably further up here. I've been here before, I should know my way around. Ah. What the? That Kelzelik, did you really manage to deploy those barriers inside the palace? Guess it means we're on the right track to finding him. Is there any way we can get rid of these? If memory serves, there's a release mechanism somewhere. First guess would be the inside of his personal office. Hair clip is cute. Throw it on one of the girls.
Wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
Maybe
You
don't.
sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
Well, he's not a
Second
cannonball.
thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
It's subtle and doesn't ruin every scene. Okay. Let's see. You. How's it look on you? That fits. There. We're only going to give it to one person for uniqueness.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zoogle.
An invisible Zoogle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
We'd probably hear it though. So we would know where it is. If only slightly. Foreshadowing. Indeed. Let's take a look at some other attachments, why not? What's this? Oh. Yeah, all those are bad. Okay. Oh, this has enemies. We're going the right way this way. We get a nice warm-up of 5 enemies. Okay. Ah. I definitely need a warm-up. Yeah, Ransom Glass is very fitting. I mean, she is a mage, who usually are like the nerdy, like, oh nice. They're usually like the smart nerd type who always wear glasses. Just alt hairdos for everyone with that DLC pack. Do I? That is very interesting. I'll check that out. You can go up. I'll check that out after. Alright, that's utility. After this fight.
Shut him down.
Alright.
We managed.
Is it just in outfits, or... Oh yeah, right here. We could see the whole face, nice. Okay. How about you? What's this one? Oh, with and without. Okay. And that's that. How about you? And you? I don't hate that. I think I like all their normal haircuts more, though.
To pull through. You know, the more I think about it, this palace is way too big for its own good.
Tell me about it. Plus, where the hell were these soldiers and Zoogles all this time?
Normally, the Zoogles are kept in specialized training facilities and only get let out in cases of emergency.
Like this one, for instance? Give me a break.
Alright. So, we're just looking around somewhere, right? Yeah, it's just somewhere. Well, they gave us an idea, but there's stuff around, I imagine. No magic. Only I'm allowed to use magic.
You're finished! I won't show you any mercy! Piercing roar! Take it! Megasonic drop! My turn! I'm not done!
Here I go! I'll be getting Kisara frozen!
Hammer!
I think I got used to the
I
combat
know fine
again.
weapon material when I see it.
Alright. Which doors are we going into here? Entrance meeting room. Okay. Both of these seem like the wrong way. So we're gonna check them out. This is where it came from. Which means you are definitely somewhere new. Hey.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Bring him down!
Going in!
Engaging! Double Demon Fang! Fire in the hole!
Nice. Remember the battle streak is a
Everyone
thing?
still in one piece?
Kill lots
Yep.
of things fast
I
for more
barely
things.
worked up a sweat.
Well, I don't want to over level. But I guess I shouldn't, like, go out of my way to ignore it either. In the event of an emergency, or to disengage the barriers and go provide support. Which room the release mechanism is in. Do not forget to retrieve the key from the office.
Some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for, but
This isn't enough to go on.
Okay. Key from your office. Good to know. That key is probably there. We fight you guys. You are new though.
No choice. Now you'll learn.
sleep now. Here goes! Mega Red!
Double demon fang.
Who said you could use magic?
I'm gonna take my revenge on you!
Here I come. Its armor's too strong. Be my guest.
I'm only getting started. That's my cue.
Eat this. Shut him down.
Here, let me work. Make it rain!
Here I come.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Play on hard mode found it useful for grinding items. Fair enough.
Nicely done.
I get it, game. You want me to use, what's his face? Armor's too strong. What are we gonna do? Damn.
Hi, Hoodle!
Severing wind. For my lord. Megasonic thrust.
You think that shield will save you?
I see one. It's over.
Get him.
No escape.
There we go.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. Now.
Seal!
Here I come. Eat that freaking gun.
Come on. There we go.
I really owe...
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Let's go into the office now. Hello. Oh, hey guys.
Get lost!
I was too fast. I was there before you could load in.
You're finished. Armor won't save you. Pierce. This one's all mine. Strike. Severing wind. You're finished.
Ah. So close.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
There we
I
go.
think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
Northern room. I know where north is. It's this way. There's no room. But they meant this one over here. Pardon me, dudes.
Little help!
I see one, eh?
Ow.
Going in. Its armor's too strong.
Its armor's too strong. Walk onto the other guy, thank you. Ow.
Astral arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Okay, what are we doing? Oh, nice. You've never done that before? I think.
It's time to finish this!
Hell yeah.
Consuming wildfire!
Nice. Does Ren
Our work
have...
is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Does Ren have that other hairstyle that... No. Normal hairstyle. Okay. It's not bad, but I like the normal one more. Hey dudes. People aren't supposed to be here. You didn't have to have a cutscene for that. Rin. Thank you.
They really don't give up, do they?
Not today! Here I come! Eagle Fly! Megasonic Drop! Not again! Mirage! Take this! Turbo Demon! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
There we go. Looks like there's nothing here. I guess that makes this a bus. Got any other ideas about where we could check? It's not like if it's not in his office, then I check the barracks or maybe even the meeting room.
Alright.
We'll come through both those places and see what we could come up with.
There are
Barracks,
enemy forces here
meeting
too?
room.
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
Probably. Barracks, meeting room. Meeting room's over here. We checked here. And the barracks are over here. Okay. I assume they didn't add something into the meeting room retroactively. So we're gonna check the barracks. Are you allowed to sequence break and just go directly to the barracks? Who knows? Hey guys. Can you give me okay. I wanted to get the items first, but if you insist.
Now you see what I can do! Engage!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Bring him down!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
You could have just left me alone, dudes.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Yoink. Nothing. Here we go. Writing is scribbled in the margins. My comrades, once you occupy the palace, engage the barriers post haste. Do you know which room to leave the release mechanism in? Turn the key to the room to the specified cabinets.
Look, another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
I mean, a cabinet isn't exactly hard to look through. In fact, wrong button. Cabinets are almost intentionally designed to be easy to look through. I've gone the wrong way. So I don't think we're gonna have any trouble. Cabinets. Are these cabinets? We've established we don't know what desks are. There we go. Duplicate lords.
Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
So now we go to the barrier, right? Wrong button. Which should be right there. Open sesame. Please? Wrong button. Lord's quarters. Wrong. I'm gonna go the right button. Lord's quarters, this way. See, I'm smart. I can read. Let me through.
No backing down! Engaging! It's on! Here I come! Here! No shield can stand up to these.
I can't stop you. Ow.
Not today!
Go up.
Strike! Double demon fast! You're finished!
Kikara frozen.
Hammer!
Hell yeah.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Oh, boss fight. String scores to tug at the heartstrings. Okay. So, over here. Interacting with these aren't gonna start the boss, is it? Just in case. No. No. Nah. You don't know what that is? How dare you? Do I... Sure. No. This? There we go. It wasn't marked. Another 10 trillion frozen hammers, exactly.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
We're in the Lord's chamber. Are we not? Yeah. Well, Lord's quarter. Sorry. They're very different. I should have realized. Hey, dude. Got some questions for you.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Alright, dude.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel. My brother. He dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother! And now you'll die for it!
What kind of bullshit do you have, my man? Oh yeah, invisible dude, right. Not invisible. This'll be easier. Alright.
My brother's dead because of you.
Where's your weak spot? It's on your ass. What are we doing? Alright, invisible. I appreciate that you're not actually invisible. Is that a back attack? No. You're kind of a dumbass, aren't you?
Thank you.
Do you not have a backwards attack?
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
I don't have to listen, I can see it.
It's over! It's over!
It's weakened.
Kick its ass.
Carved through I'm not done! One's all mine! I'm on it! You're done!
I'm out of ammo.
Come to an end.
Thank you.
These fists have got your name on
What are we doing?
I owe you one.
You move slightly faster than I want to. I'm pulling out Kasara.
I'll crush you!
Oh, that's what happened.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Okay then.
I'll run you through! Double Demon Fang! Take this! No escape!
I'm only getting
Nope.
Double Demon Fang! Take this! I'm not done!
Here's a healer.
Double Demon Fang!
Dance in the
Here I
wind.
come! Double Demon Fang! You're finished!
You know, I'm assuming
Consider yourself finished!
this is like the region boss, like Ballsack and the other guy.
You're finished!
You're not putting up that much of a fight. The actual Lord was way stronger. What are we doing? Nope. It's already attacked. Nope, wrong guy. Damn it. Why am I locked onto a different dude? Forget about the bees. Okay, maybe forget about them a little less. Actually, I wonder.
Astral Arts?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
No magic.
Now, astral energy.
Say no more! Not a chance! Take this! It's over!
Ow. Stop that.
Thanks, Kisara.
Get up. Okay. Why am I frozen?
Ignite!
Stop being frozen.
You're mine! Double Demon Fang! You're finished! Here I come! Here! Eagle Fly! It's over! Double Demon Fang!
Ah, shit.
It's over!
Leave the chargers to me.
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
I don't need to.
Here's a healing arc.
Get up.
Raging
We
Catalyst.
got him on the run!
Don't get cocky.
Right. Still anyone's fight! My turn!
Still anyone's fight. He's barely hurt us.
It's over! Double Demon Fang!
That's why we have half CP.
Demon Fang! Here it comes!
Down.
Take it down.
You're finished! You picked the wrong fight!
Dance in the wind.
Double demon
Air
I'll finish you here and now!
Astral energy.
Ready to go! Talon Hurricane!
Radiant Demon Flame. Reload. Sweet Mallet. Announce more backup stop time.
Try harder!
You fool.
I'm not done! Denied! Here I come!
You think you can use the same trick on me
Frozen.
Hammer!
4 times? I don't think so.
You filthy slaves are despicable.
That was really easy, my man.
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship. Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
Hey, there's one of them now. You think he wasn't gonna show up, my dude?
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
They can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down.
Hell yeah.
But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Mahak Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now?
Kinda.
At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menancia. Go to Mahak Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time
He was
or
pretty
my
high up
anger,
there.
right?
I wouldn't call him ordinary.
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest.
Well, that's what we're doing, incidentally.
So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
A 6th party member, let's go.
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. And you're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
The whole squad? The whole squad?
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan Lord?
I kind of expected 8.
Not the least intriguing invitation I've received.
Because for the boost strike UI is?
An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
Which are like 5
That
times the
makes
6.
sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
I don't remember any of those.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
You befriended Dohalim. Kisara left. DLC looks like they'll get a 7th, but she never becomes playable. Kinda sucks. Yeah. They have to have someone to market the DLC as, and putting a face on it really helps. It works with Persona. Doing perfect evades. Senses become heightened, his rod will gain momentum, greatly extending his range. Penetration will also rise, letting him interrupt enemies and land critical hits all the more often. How many sex jokes can be made there? I count 3.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
So is he in the party? He is. We'll get rid of Rin. It'd be unfair to, Blah, to just keep tagging him out. And, there we go. I should check
Where
his
did
outfits.
Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Alright. I should check your outfits. That's not bad. That kind of looks like Claude. Same as the other guys. These aren't unique. Okay. We'll play as Dohalim here until I feel like stopping. I just leave now, yeah. Where's the exit? Right. Just directly forward. Hello? Why are we going that way? I thought we were leaving.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Well, that's why. I spoke too soon. I should trust the process.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us.
Without any help, really?
I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
I thought the cat was talking for a second. I was about to be livid.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Everyone loves a talking animal companion. Hello, you.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
But we already have Dohalim.
Huh?
He's another.
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened.
That's not what it looked like before.
But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
So,
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Ren's probably upset because we have double the Renans. Oh.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
I mean, if you need
It's
backseating,
really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
gonna be hard looking for most of
You
the
know,
stream, probably. Fair
I
enough.
guess I never realized it before. But looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sia Guard. So, in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's
Of course.
okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
I hope so. Why
What
does
was
it need to
Kelsa like
load?
even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt. Even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion!
No,
I mean, she has
she's
a point.
absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Out of line, but she's right. No more? Okay. They really like reminding me of Zephyr's dad.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
I feel like Bryn's gonna be more narratively important fairly soon.
Like this should be easy.
Alright, let's try it out, you.
It's over.
Take it. I'm only getting
Resonate with the earth.
Take that.
You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Try this on for size.
Nice.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks,
I should
Kisara.
check to see what the arts
The
do.
tables on it.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Tornado drive. All mine. Begin. Elusive deity. Begin. Does it
I'm
hurt?
out of ammo.
Here I come. Thank you.
Does elusive deity
These
not
little ones
use...
are hardly-
Less talking, more
AG.
pummeling.
Any injuries?
I should check your skill tree and everything. Why are you the 3rd guy? That's weird. Let's see. Novice solo. Fleet-footed enemies. Subquest. Oh, we'll do that later, probably. Definitely want that if your combat's based around it. We'll do it again. Why not? Boost strike damage. We don't know what your boost strike does. There we go. And what do your arts do? Race upward. Does use AC. Thrashes the enemy. An intermediate healing arts. Probably slightly better than first aid, right? Okay. I should be looking for the owl.
There's something in the...
Fishing time?
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, This is Taka Pond, and it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to.
Might be the
It's
longest air
terrible
combo
to
I've seen you
swim in,
do.
but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and Eyes.
It's probably the longest air combo I've done, yeah.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Okay. Fishing points are gathered around Dano. Containing different species of fish to catch. These fish can be used for cooking, so not gold. Or even unlock new titles. Cool. 4 steps: casting, luring, hooking, then reeling. Okay. Consult the controls topic. That's what that's for. Okay. So I just... Wabam. Ah. Wait, is this the game? Damn it.
There we go.
R2. Does that health bar mean I'm doing it good or bad? Well, I did it. Huzzah.
Well, it's not bad per se.
Fish acquired. I'm so good at this. Oh, I have to do another one? Okay. There was like a spot where fish were hanging out, right? Right there.
Ha!
Damn it.
Reel it in.
Which way are you going? Ah! This one's harder. Nope. Nope. I pressed it. There we go. Run away, I dare you. Fool. I hit that, come on. Okay. You have like super OP rod and bait because of the DLCs, by the way.
To stay calm.
Am I using it or? Oh, I can select. Yeah, Miguel's rod. Oh, I see. I'm not using it. I probably shouldn't be using it. That's enough fishing. Not yet, at least.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me.
Ah, shoot.
Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
I knew you'd
You're
come
just
around.
in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Fantastic.
Okay!
Oh, we're not voiced anymore. It's like you know your way with a rod. Been fishing for a long time and have built up a good collection of equipment for it. Share it with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. Show me records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. Need anything? I'm here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Tell you where to go. Okay. I might check that out later. It just seems to be kind of obligatory because it's an RPG, though. Not super important. Hey, dead guy. How are you? Feel better. Lifesaver. Getting back to my miss. Yada yada.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job.
Didn't mean to start a conversation.
Hey.
Hmm?
Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
It's been like 5 minutes.
right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
Not that big a
You
deal.
know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Alright. Oh, another one.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
No, they don't.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
I have not seen anything like
If what
that.
you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent.
I've noticed.
They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command.
He threw rocks at
Will
us.
swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
Do you not remember when he threw
I'm
rocks
glad
at
at least
us?
one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Alright. Anything else? No. Let's heal that 43 CP we used to heal that one guy. And we probably have a camp conversation, right?
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim,
That's the
do
reason,
you
sure.
have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Why are you asking me?
I mean, he doesn't wear armor, except for the wolf thing. Beef stew.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Alright, dude. Kisara.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard.
Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
Okay.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
I should make sure we have everything. I don't ever want to buy stuff. Weapons, we're good. Let's see, spherical shell. Dragon's flame sackcloth. Just have more dragons, lovely. Astral crystal. Everything. Oh, I have to make these. Okay. More astral crystals. Hard spherical shell. Okay.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Alright.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Hello, you. I thought you were a dragon.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
Amnesia.
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
Fantastic. Who's next?
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, What you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
You okay, dude?
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Social commentary. I forgot now. I'm sure there's a few owls I've already missed, but
I hate camping out.
I should look for them as we go. Especially in a fairly narrow area like this. Probably won't be too hard to find. Where are you? There you are. No, you're not.
I'll hold on to that.
Where are you in the trees? Man, you boars are dumbasses. There you are. Come on, before the boars get here. Ah. I got it. Just quick enough. Go away.
Look,
Let me...
Poodle.
Okay.
One of your buddies.
Alright, now I can safely move on. Fantastic.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Probably those guys. I would think. Yoink. Can I be efficient and... Okay. I want to try to aggro all 5 of them. This is pain. Why can't the Zoogle stand still? That's what they were exclusively doing, actually.
All right.
Perhaps it's time I deploy my secret weapon. I'll stop it right where it stands. Golem's boost attack grows vines from the ground to ensnare enemies and strike them. Effective on fleet-footed enemies, this nullifies their evasive abilities and downs them.
There's nowhere to run from my art. When he slows down, that's our chance.
Like so. I'm so good at this game. Who said you were allowed to move? Damn it. You have to actually aim it. Unlike the other abilities. What? That hit? Come on.
Not so fast. Resonate with the earth. Take this. Begin. No further.
Gotcha.
Begin. Take this.
Prehendere? When fast enemies like wolves or monkeys appear, send Indolahim. His boost attack will nullify their evasive abilities and keep them from dodging attacks. Like so. Let's see your link strikes. Nice.
Like a finely timed
See another one? It's the same guy. God damn it. It looks cool, but I want to see the other ones.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Well, let's see it.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Dahnan relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Alright,
Are
calm
you
down a
interested
little.
in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Okay.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dahnan history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Crocodile Crusher. Ooh, you can actually collect them. Artifacts can confer special effects simply by having them, some of which have to serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. Toggle these on or off in the artifact effects list. You can now set 6 additional arts. Press triangle on the art screen to switch between panels. Arts that are set to the second panel can be executed using L2 and the art button. Cool.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him. We can really make weapons with this?
Let's take a look. So, there we go. So if I want... How do I tell... Does the yellow flaming edge name mean that it, holding it uses the, like, fire sword? They all have their own, like, fire sword attack. But this is the only one to actually unlock it. Is it because they're not, once you get, like, it's a 2-star? I've been using these a lot. If it's yellow, you've unlocked it. Okay, so I have to get them to 2-star to unlock it? Usually in a skill tree. Oh, I see. So... Stardust, does it tell me which one? Aerial Strike. Probably will say, like, Flaming Edge or whatever, right? Flame Strike. Yeah, Flaming Edge Aerial Attack. Okay, so... That's one. Okay, that makes sense. Good to know. We'll set you so that I can actually use it. Rising Wyvern's fun. And you have a cool name, so we're gonna have you. Actually, everyone else has dual arts. Right? Yeah. Lunar Blast. Annihilation. And... Gravitas Field. Those are all cool names. You don't have anything, do you? Well, we have Tempest here. Do you have any... Oh, yeah. There. What do we have over here? Talon, Steel, Fang Blast. So, everything else... Easy. I should still... So many buttons. There we go. Just set these. You don't have any mid-air arts, do you? No. So you... Thunderblade, right? No. Thunderfield. And then Lightning Orb, Photon Flash. No mid-airs? We do have mid-airs. Crescent Moon, Guardian Tiger. This one. No mid-airs. Okay. I'll probably set them more precisely
Visibility
later.
along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
I'm sure we can't get ambushed because I have a map that gives me a radar of where all the enemies are. So unless they're invisible on the map and to my eyes, there's no issue. Is there anything over here worth grabbing? We have to go that way eventually. That's what. Anything over here, though? Hey, lads. Oh, there's a chest.
Can you take it? It's over. No further.
Leave the agile ones to me.
Elusive deity.
Stay calm.
Got flyer.
I shall provide it.
Ah, too slow.
All yours.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
To the skies. Nice, too heavy.
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. You're locked in.
Ow.
My reach is even. You missed. Can you take it? You missed. Elusive deity.
I'm so good at this game. That's like my 4th achievement this stream.
For the good of all of us.
Attack me, you fool. Ah.
Don't worry, cause law's on.
To the skies.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Alright.
Infernal turret.
Wow! Look what I just found.
There we go. Yes.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
So many
Still, it's a risk. Don't you
sexual
ever worry
references.
you'll dodge at the
Potential.
wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Okay. I see how it is, sir. No matter. Hey, lads.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Down. You made the mistake of being birds.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
You're fine, Ren.
The airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Elusive deity. I'll face you. Tornado drive. Swallow dance.
Do it!
Ridwell. Light burst force.
Radiant Genesis!
Hell yeah.
Be still. Elusive deity. Swallow dance. Your mind.
How we just have 4 more to look at.
Elusive deity. Can you take it? Pounce it.
Hell yeah.
Blow them away.
Nice. I couldn't really tell what was happening there, but it looks cool.
Skills in top
Probably.
form, arts working like a charm. Ha!
Someone seems rather pleased with herself.
You...
Did you hear all of that?
I read all of it too.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
It's fine.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm like thank you.
Ah,
Mind if I do?
I need to get faster at that.
It's a duel of the arts.
It worked out then, but it won't. Like with the faster ones.
Can you take care of them?
You'll see about that. Done.
Stop using magic.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Here I come! Begin! You're mine!
Not so fast.
In an instant! Impact Cross!
Nah.
Work well together.
Like a finely timed one.
Dragon Form!
Tornado drive.
Here goes! Back into the water!
Can you take it?
Begin!
Not so fast.
None of that. Shame on you.
All yours, Kisara.
Nice. Giant sword. The sequel to Giant Hammer. Oh, is that the 700 one? The 700 like frequency? Nice. That did not take as long as I expected it to. There we go. Super Swallow Dance. Hell yeah.
How's that for a kick?
Ah, wrong button. Where? Swallow Dance. There. No.
Getting better.
We wanted Super Swallow Dance. I'm a fool. There we go.
Right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
It kind of does. But less derogatorily. This is the wrong way, so we're going here first.
Right, here goes!
Can you take it? Hey, when did I get so popular?
I don't have anti-magic.
Real handy at a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than you, Shion.
Ah.
Tornado drive.
I'm not very good at him.
Can you take it?
These guys don't fight back a lot, so I can't dodge. So I can't get my buff easy.
In an instant!
Damn it.
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
I think we've seen all of Dolheim's, like, Link Strikes aside from Shion's right now. That's okay. I'm pretty sure, at least. Hey lads, you mind if I grab this first? Yes, okay.
I won't forgive you!
Can you take it? Freaking does it! I'll face you. No further. I'll face you.
I could have stopped that magic from happening.
I shall ensure you survive this.
That's my cue!
Alright, damn it. Like I said, I need to be faster at that.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This should do it.
Prepare to be sealed. Actually, public ground is more appropriate.
Let's drop in more doing.
Pay for that!
I can't res you. You just have to get better.
face you! Elusive deity!
Did you just hear me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Not so fast! Do it! Take shield!
Come on, there we go.
Action to action! A merry
Hell yeah.
There's still more to go.
Armor won't save you! You're mine! Can you take it? Elusive deity! Begin! Eat this! Begin! Not so fast! Eternal devastation! I'll face you! I lost my
Come on, damn it.
Not today! I'll stay! Dragon shout! I'll face you! Do it! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Mega Ray!
Aren't you supposed to be dead?
I'll face you!
Maybe it's a different guy. Like,
These bad guys really don't mess around.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
what's that equipment? Thought it was. Oh, yeah, it's a new icon that I hadn't seen. Do I have the best? Why are these different? These are probably DLC weapons, aren't they? Made for looks, because they were worse than the starting weapon. No matter. This is the right way, right? Damn it. Yes.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Maybe. Or maybe it wasn't as bad as it is now.
I'll hold on to that.
People have found whale bones in deserts before. Maybe it's something
I sure
similar.
have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Well, I can't because I'm in a hole right now.
What's here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I
Oh wow, it's a whole area.
had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So it's still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Maybe. Let's just run past you if we can. Hello. Feel better. Stop being hurt. Fantastic. Let's run through you guys. There's gotta be something neat in here, right? Reward me for exploring. Maybe it's just his items. Maybe there's a mini boss. That'd be fun. Ah. You'll never catch me. What's in here?
This might be some decent equipment.
It might be. That's reward enough, I
Anything
think.
that makes battles easier is okay by me.
I am satisfied. You probably come here for a side quest as well.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Okay. Keep your secrets. Damn it.
Gotta break through! I'll face you! Dragon, you're mine! Can you take it? You're finished! Not so fast! A new melody!
Ooh,
Tornado drive! Airborne beat!
that's neat.
I'm surrounded! Begin! How's this? You're finished! Is it hurt? Anything in order!
Where are you going?
How's this? Rising Wyvern! Elusive deity! Resonate with the earth!
Radiant
Stalagmite! Be still!
Here I go! It's over!
I'll face you! Elusive deity! Can you take it?
There!
Tornado drive!
Glimmer
Not so
Blade!
fast!
I'll
Can you take it? I'm on it. Elusive deity.
If it's in the sky, it's
Tornado
mine.
drive.
Wow, you charged that real fast.
We did it.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pumping.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Does this use mana?
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
No.
Right.
Oh, okay. You don't ever go into the air. So he's probably not super helpful. That one.
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah. Where else are we going? This is definitely a wrong way. I don't know about the other two, though. The game doesn't tell me which way is right. I just have to guess like a fool. Hello, person. Stop being hurt. You're welcome. That's it? Okay, sure. If I were to guess, once I'm able to open the map again, I'd probably say that's the right way. Right? Yeah, probably. So we're gonna go this way, which brings us to a loading zone, so we'll probably get plot barriered, right? Maybe not. Not seeing any plot barrier. They could just be like, oh, you're not allowed to go this way. Ooh. Well, this is different. Is this the right way to go? We got a fast travel point here, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Let's go the other way. I must fully explore every area before we move on. Who knows, there could be a corner that just has a gun, and it is a bajillion damage per bullet, and I'll feel like a fool for having missed it. Ah. I'll never get the right button. Nothing around here. God damn it!
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else.
Well, that's what we expect you to do.
For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
Being a wall.
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Something's moving, you
Is
stop it.
though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Can you cook?
Sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
I've thought of a way you
Now
can
that
help.
you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
Just whatever we find.
What do you mean, what do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Hell yeah.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
Ooh.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
It's not that
What
bad.
is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
You've already made us one thing.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Okay, calm down.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
That's what I've been saying this whole
I
game.
wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Okay. So that is definitely the right way, so I should go the other way.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
How dare you?
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
No better
Yes,
time.
I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps.
They have
but
a point.
Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
Well, they weren't
That's
saying
because
that.
I was given the opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point.
Hell yeah.
It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Sounded offended.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
I'm not even gonna put an
If you
effort
say
into
so.
it.
How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
I mean, he does have a point. Why is this here? Ah. Okay. I can fast travel back. It's nice to have good manners.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Even if you don't know anything about them. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here.
What's that big tower over there?
Surely this is the wrong way. There was a cutscene that other way.
We should be able to cook here.
I need to heal after fixing all those dead guys.
I may have exerted myself a little too much today.
You're fine.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot,
I
Kisara.
can't imagine
It
why.
is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place.
Right.
That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Alright. I didn't miss anything, did I? No. There's a... Okay, that's just... Okay, so... Do we have any vegetables? Yeah, let's make vegetables. You said you'd make them.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Fantastic. Dohalim.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though.
There's no privacy when there's no walls.
I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way.
That's good.
We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
Alright, you have no SP.
Shall we get moving?
Have I gotten any weapons? Yes. Give me that. You get that. You don't get anything. Actually, no, you get this. That is decently better. You actually don't get anything. You get that. Okay. Actually. There we go. Now we're done.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Let's find out what this mysterious tower is about.
Not this way, I guess.
What? It's closed off? How dare it. I guess I really wasn't supposed to come here. No matter. When we do eventually have to come here, I will already have... I can travel here at least. I will already have the road paved for me, in a sense. It's probably like the final boss area or something. Or some major boss arena, if nothing else. It will be revealed one day.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
No. We shall move on. I am glad there's no fall damage. Everything okay?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
We just took a rest.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be.
Hush you, we're doing this for you.
Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
Someone's gotta make the decision.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Okay, there we go. Ah, shit. It's you again.
Been looking for you. For me? Why?
This man really thinks he's Sephiroth. Nice.
He's tough.
Why are we... Okay.
You said you were looking for me.
What is this formation?
Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the... That is all I desire.
He's so edgy. Mysterious swordsman.
Why are we fighting?
Okay. Ow.
Even are you?
Ow.
Can you take it?
15... Well, 150 health. God damn.
Your helping me has become a pattern.
For the good of all of us.
Is it now? Begin! Take this!
Something tells me I'm not supposed to win this fight. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a forced loss, but it might be like Kisara, where it's taking him down to half or so.
It's unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
I'm on it. Can you take it?
Ah.
I owe you one.
You missed.
Nope. Ow.
You missed. Here.
Can't dodge in the air.
Can't get out of this. Not today.
Oh, am I strong now?
Take it down!
No. Am I? No.
I'm out of ammo!
I couldn't make it.
Uh-oh. I hope this is a forced loss. I don't want to use items on that.
Rage.
Oh, there we go.
Take it. Fall. Take this. Elusive deity.
What does this do?
The earth pulse.
Take this rock power. Oh, that was really cool, actually.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Take this.
Super This one's mine.
Now it's my turn. Talon Hurricane. Can you take it here? Be still.
Gives me plenty of opportunities
Lightning thrust.
to extend my rod, if nothing else.
Here. I see you. You lit. First strike. Can you take it? Hurricane. Win.
I knew it. I just had to put up a fight. Okay. Well, that was unnecessary, goddamn. She's like the squishiest one in the party. You didn't have to hit her that hard. Okay, dude.
Is that all that you've got?
I wasn't done in the fight.
Then die.
Now you don't have depth perception. Hey yo. I forgot this could happen.
A wretch like you? Till next time.
Okay, see ya, asshole, I guess.
Shion, wake up, please.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
So what was that about?
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
I don't think you're the best judge of that. Based off the
the
cutscene
hell
right
were you
before
thinking?
Sephiroth showed up.
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Huh?
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Well, okay
Shion,
then.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
He missed all my vital
No,
organs.
I know you're not.
All of them.
It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
I just thought that was because he
light?
stabbed the core thing.
I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen?
The protagonist
Can you
man.
use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Okay, that was a
Hey,
fun side quest, I suppose. Do another one.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for
Is
yourself.
that like the 7th time
Things
we've
get
asked?
too tough out there. Go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
Kinda.
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time.
All the time, more like.
Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Okay, you keep being a Sundra. You'll open up eventually. More ruins, yay. Oh, we're not. Fair enough. I guess 2 transition areas would have been a bit excessive.
are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Was.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Well, yeah, something happened.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
We'll find
All
someone,
of these ruins
probably.
look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danons and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danons rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Maybe. We have another conversation?
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
Is now the time?
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
How to dress
For
yourself.
starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
That's the second time you said that.
And another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
What's wrong with that?
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
What was wrong with that? He asked when it starts to molt. So it's not like they have use for the feathers anymore. Is this the right way? Yes. Which means this is the real right way. All right, owl. There you are. I see you.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
There's
Look,
a
Hootle!
cat.
One of your buddies!
I heard a cat somewhere. No matter. This is still the wrong way, right? Yes. I think this area here is only for an exit later. And for that owl. Or else to go over here.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind
No, those.
astral energy, so they have to be big.
Well, yeah, you know what windmills are. Hello? Guys.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
People, we found them. Or they found us, I
They
guess.
have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
Okay. We
What are
just
you-
fought Sephiroth. I'm not afraid of you.
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
The very same.
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
Okay, calm down.
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Well, that makes
Are
things easy
you
for
the
us.
Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem.
Hmm.
The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true.
These are some of the good ones.
You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
You
I
tell
don't
him.
think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
That's surprising coming from you.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
I mean, yeah, Dohalim especially. Probably wary of him. Hello.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots.
Cool, we'll see how long that
You
lasts.
play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
We
I
did.
didn't, that's how.
Oh my
The
god.
chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
Oh man, you are comically an
And
asshole.
Lord, what did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
Yeah,
The
like I'd
whole
let that
reason you're
happen.
fighting is to free the Danons in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danons, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's because you and that little lady are friends and more.
That doesn't explain Dohalim though. You did deserve that.
You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadeye!
Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm!
We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings!
The Dark Wings rule!
That guy's gonna be a boss later. I just feel it.
Hey, wait up!
Hey, dude.
Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
I'd rather hear it from him.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
That much is true.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems.
Fair enough.
And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
This is going to be a fun section of the game. No conversation? Okay.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danons we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least.
Well, that one guy
If
seems...
anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danons here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different.
Right.
I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
3. Wow.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danins with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
We did, though,
Have I not
because
mentioned it?
we went to his
Before
room.
I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
He had a tiny guitar.
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renin culture is like.
Even though the Renins destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Yeah. Side quests. I forgot those existed. It's been so long. Where are we supposed to go? Wrong button. Over there. What do you want, sir? Why does everyone have to be such cowards? If we don't get this taken care of, things are never going to change.
What's wrong?
It's got you down, friend. Zoogles, that's what. Pretty common variety of them, to be specific. Rumors say it was the Lord's favorite kind of Zoogles. People were afraid to go anywhere near them.
Right.
You can understand their hesitation. If you need them gone, we're more than capable of taking care of them for you.
What the?
Well, pal, I don't want you to just exterminate them. If you could bring back any useful materials from them, that'd be great too. Wants to retrieve Zoogle parts. For what? Are you building something? Why is that a period, not a question mark? Not building, studying. If I can demonstrate that even fearsome, dangerous Zoogles can be used to make handy tools, that'll motivate people to hunt them more. Can't always expect folks like you to come along and solve all our problems for us, after all. So you're trying to be more self-sufficient. Very commendable of you.
Hey.
Actually, about those materials you're looking for, this is what you're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah!
Oh yeah, it totally is. Could I convince you to share what you have with me? Yeah, here you go.
Good.
Go ahead and help yourself. Rather it go to someone who can use it than it keep weighing us down. You're one generous bunch of people. That will freak me out for a second. You know what? No, you know, you're one generous bunch of people. You know that? It completely discombobulated me. Now to see just what I can turn all this into.
All right!
Sure, I'll be able to make something useful. Thank you so much. 3 revives. Let's go. I didn't need to use any in that last, invisible guy fight. Any other side quests? Yes. Let's go check it out. We'll go to the inn later. After we've done this side quest. Unless it opens up another one. Then we'll do that one too. I should probably clean up some of the side quests in Clagley as well. I've done a few of them, but not all.
There's someone in trouble here.
Oh, it's you again.
Let's see what they have to...
Hey, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Alpha and mi amigo. Spanish exists in this world? I knew fate would bring us together once more. Remember, you're that wonder guy, is it? I am a minstrel, who tells many a tale about this fleeting world in which we live. They call me the Wonder Bard. Right, you. I remember you.
I see.
You haven't had the pleasure, sir. You may call me Dohalim. Claim to be a minstrel. Is that to say you're well versed in music? Oh, but I am indeed. There isn't a song I haven't sung or an instrument my hands have not mastered. So as it happens, I am a connoisseur of music myself. That's so. Could I perhaps trouble you with a little rendition, sir? Kind sir. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Alas, unfortunately, I do not have any instruments on me. But I would be more than happy to indulge you with a short poem. In this sea of crimson trees, I spy an unknown fellow, standing free within the breeze. Oh, Danamio. Is that how you say it? I don't know how those, apostrophes work in English. We don't use those. Words like music to my ears. You have quite the rare talent, sir, I must say. I really think so. That I do. Now I must return the favor in kind. Where do I begin, faced with such wit? Indeed, for words fail me, I am at a loss for what to say but gracias.
Oh.
You have thrown down the gauntlet, and allow me to.
That's great.
Can't take any more of this relieving Dohalim. You're welcome to catch up with us later.
Excuse me!
That's not the voice I expected out of you. Don't leave yet. With so many brilliant minds among you, perhaps I can entrust you with the legendary instrument. What are you talking about? Get a musical instrument, knowing that one day I would meet a worthy inheritor. You'll find it at the location detailed in these notes. But be warned, only the smartest shall solve the riddles contained within. Now I ask you, all chosen ones, will you take it upon yourselves to solve the riddles and uncover the legendary instrument? Yeah, sure. Talk of riddles and instruments has me most intrigued.
Good.
Very well, we accept your challenge. Excellent. I have complete faith that you shall emerge victorious. Wonder text 1, 2, 3. Okay, sure.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Probably should have read them when we got them.
Now you're into this too, huh?
Let's see. Just beyond the hovels in a land shrouded by sand and stone. Oh no, I'm gonna have to actually think. Northernmost reaches of a wasteland to the north of an abandoned village lies dormant at the back of a narrow road to the west, whereupon an ancient tower stands. Ancient tower, we know where that is. Just beyond the hovels in a land shrouded by sand and stone. Well, I'm stumped. You know who isn't, though? Google. Let's see. Tales of Arise. I'm pretty sure the quest name was like Mysterious Pair or something. Mysterious Pair. Yes, the Mysterious Pair. How to solve. Come.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Okay. A land shrouded by sand and stone, indicated in text 1, pertains to a Igleo Waste. Text 2, abandoned village, pertains to Uzelbeck. And the narrow road to the west is exactly as it says. Follow the steps. Okay. So where we need to go is... Where? Reveal yourself to me. Apparently it's up here. As north as we can go.
We should be able to cook here.
We should. But I don't think we're gonna. Should be on the lookout for an owl as well.
I do believe that right there is what we've been searching for, yes?
Is it? That's not. That is. Part only the chosen one can pull out, and no wall's bound to stay standing for long with it in hand. Okay.
Is this the so-called legendary instrument?
Actually, I think it's one of the freight train parts that I was using for a sword.
I'm sure anything will be fine. We should take it.
Okay.
That food there looks pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new recipe with it.
I eagerly await the final result.
I should be hunting down that owl since we're here. It's not in this tree. I kind of expected it to be. Where are you? Up here? No. Have you guys seen an owl anywhere? I wasn't allowed to move.
Right, here goes! Elusive deity!
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Fantastic.
This could be useful.
Owl, owl. They don't really have a pattern as to where they hide. I just have to wander around and hopefully come across it. It's not like they're exclusively in trees or anything. Hey, you. Or, guessing Mizugu's locked up for there and keeping close on them, not to make sure one breaks loose. I hope it's not in there. That would make me upset. It's entirely possible. There you are. I found you.
Look, Hootle! One of your buddies!
Okay, now we can go back. Just... There's no fast travel point that way. To walk all the way back. It's gonna take us an entire, like, 30 seconds. Truly awful. Wrong one. Not the right way. There we go. Why does this game have, like, 3 pause buttons? Just put the map button in the normal pause menu and then have a, like, hotkey to it. That would save my ego a little bit so that if I press the wrong one, I could still get there without having to close it. It's a minor issue.
I'm not so sure.
Gather you finally solved the riddles.
How's this?
Found this thing, if that's what you mean. Oh, splendid! I knew you were all up to the challenge. That is indeed the legendary instrument that slumbers in these lands. It's just a rod I was using. No, amigo, it is a rod that you are destined to use. And with her, you shall perform feats that shall inspire legends.
I see.
Is that really the instrument we were after? So you're saying I should fight with this thing? Take her and go forth into the world. Achieve your grand destiny that you are born to fulfill.
Great.
You insist. It's got a unique curvature to it, but I'm sure it'll get used to fighting with it over time.
Huh?
Pardon? I'll have to learn all of its unique bends by heart. Might even have to change what parts I use depending on if I'm attacking or defending. Are you perchance being serious? This has been such a fun little excursion. Truly, your words have been inspirational to all of us here. You should work at my palace. Nay, would you consider joining us on our journey and hearing Elfin's beautiful music for yourself? You should come along with us. If there are any other legendary instruments out there, I'd definitely like to know. I certainly appreciate the offer. However, alas, I must go where the wind blows. Shall leave it up to you to bear witness to the legends that we're sure to unfold with the instrument in this hand.
Agreed.
Very well, I shall keep watch over this very movement, his very movement, as to ensure that I do not miss history in the making.
Dohalim.
I kind of zoned out while reading. That messed me up. Going to have to come up with a way to fight that takes advantage of this thing. Dohalim, would you mind helping me out with that? Certainly. So, well, no, I'm quite proficient in fighting with rods and staves. Do not do anything with her that I wouldn't do, and with that, I shall be off. Until we meet again. Adios. Farewell, my friend. Be safe. Well, neat. We've obtained a stick.
I can't believe you managed to shoo off that irritating bard.
Had we brought him along, it would have livened up our journey considerably.
You know, maybe you're right. We could have hit it off.
Yeah, and the two of you could be irritating together.
Let's take a look at the stick. Oh, that is awful. Why would I ever use that? Is there any, like... Is it like a joke weapon? Okay, whatever. I'm definitely not using it. Any other side quests? Wrong button. No. Unless there's one in here, but I doubt it. To the inn. Hello? Damn it.
I see someone who looks troubled about
You
something.
have a side
A little
quest.
compassion can make a...
Hello. Sure if there's more to go around.
Oh, yeah?
What's wrong? Rations. We're always running short on them. Could really do with some rice, potatoes, beef, and spices in particular. Well, you
Right.
got it. See what we can find out. We'll see what we can find out there. It's too dangerous for you to try to get it yourself. Don't sound too excited. It'd be amazing if you could really get those things. Thank you. Hopefully for us, Shion here's a good nose when it comes to food.
Hey!
What's that supposed to mean? Okay. Potatoes, beef, pepper. Does it have a list of what specifically I need to get? Potatoes. I forget what had been hit. Was it the snow area that had potatoes? I don't know. But do you know who does? Our best friend Google. That's who. Various shopkeepers. Where can I find it though? Apparently around here. Potato? Oh yeah, right there. Okay. Do we just need to get potatoes? Do I have everything else?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
But we could. And we did. That's what I choose to believe. That's not potatoes. This way.
Isn't that what we were asked to find?
Don't you dare.
Finally.
What is it?
I found an ingredient for that new recipe.
Are you not real? No matter. Let's not stick around to find out. I didn't check to see if I actually got everything.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
But we did. Here you go.
How's this?
4 potatoes. You're so generous, thank you. Yes, that'd help a lot. Don't have much to offer in return, but if you I'll teach you my family's secret recipe if you like. Yay.
Great!
This sounds delicious.
Yes.
Can't wait to try it. Doesn't look all that hard to fix either. Ellipses.
Hey.
Sorry, if it's really that simple, would you teach me how to cook it? Actually interested in making food now, not just eating it. What's that matter to you? Just need to put it a certain someone in its place for complaining about my cooking earlier.
Good.
I'd love to teach you, but my training isn't going to be easy. Think you're ready?
Really?
Is that serious? Sure, hit me with what you got. Promise you won't tell anyone else I asked this, okay? My lips are sealed, but in return, you have to call me Captain while training. Deal?
What?
Okay, Captain. It's supposed to be yes, Captain.
Yes.
Yes, Captain. Okay.
All right.
Now we can begin your training.
Right.
See, you have some freshly caught fish here. Perfect, we'll use that as well.
Really?
The recipe doesn't call for fish.
What?
Are you trying to talk back to your superior? No, ma'am. You're supposed to say yes, Captain.
Huh?
Okay.
All right.
Looks like you have everything we need. Now we can dive into the culinary trenches.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
Over there.
Is that how you hold a knife? What are you trying to do? Private? Dance with it?
Huh?
No, of course. You're supposed to yes, Captain.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
All right.
Pay attention, turn up that fire, boil that water. You don't have time to let your eyes wander.
Yes.
Yes, Captain. And Hyper told me to skip the dialogue. It's all finished. So it is. Flavor and presentation get a passing grade. Got promise, but there's still room for improvement. Keep training every day. Do I make myself clear?
All right.
Yes, Captain. Guess we've got a long way to go before my food is perfect. I'll show him one day my food will taste so good I'll knock his armor off. I don't think that implies what you think it implies. Or maybe it does. Who knows?
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Why is there an exclamation point here? I never fully learned what that meant. No side quest? Maybe it's just an interactable. Okay, main story.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now.
What if she's
We
nice
don't know
like
if the
Dolohim?
Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
Oh, yeah.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about.
Yeah, we're not doing this for
Whatever
fame.
we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Well, that's what we're here for. That's the point of an inn. Sure, going on a walk by yourself is fine. In this area?
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
Take a guess, lady.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
That gasp voice line got cut off at the end. That was bizarre. Are we going the right way? Probably. This way? I'm so smart. Whoa. I didn't realize we didn't get a establishing shot. Oh hey, a deer.
Ah! Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
He can get blown away. We just need to find that owl that's around.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive.
Is that so?
Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
Sure, but before then...
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
It's supposed to look like Xenoblade X,
Oh, yeah.
that's why.
Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
They have, like, earth magic.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons.
Except
I
we're
feel
not
like
on
there's
Earth.
practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
She can't dodge. That's one thing.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
I'll choose to believe it. Where's that owl?
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans. This is...
Gosh, I'm listening to the dialogue. Are these better sunglasses than the one Law currently has? Can I zoom in? Not particularly. It clips into his hair. Yeah. I can wear both if I want. Well, not.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Huh? There was a side quest, right? I ran right by it.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
Are you
A little
whipping?
compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Are you Mr. Gormans?
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want.
Do you wash
Just
them?
remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
Are they?
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
Yeah.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
All
Don't
of
you
it.
ever get tired?
That'd be pretty impressive. Are you food guy? I knew it. Gordeno, that's your name.
Oh?
It's that foodie again. I remember you. You're that young woman who's always starving. Haven't seen you since we last met in Menencia. There we go, I can read. The one who's always hungry. You're the one who's always hungry. Anyway, I take it you found another recipe on your travels.
Very
Very nice.
I most certainly did. I'm glad I can cut to the chase then.
Is that so?
Shion, who might this fellow be? This is Gordeno, who travels around Dana in search of new recipes to try.
You don't say.
Fine quest to embark on, if I do say so myself. My name is Dohalim, kind sir. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
How?
Wow, the Dohalim, Lord of Eldmanencia. It's an honor, my lord. Your beef stew is absolutely exquisite.
I see.
Honor me, kind sir. However, how is it that you've come across the palace's top-secret dish?
Hey!
Anyway, what is it you need from us this time exactly? Come on, spit it out. Right. This time I'm looking for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Could I ask you to bring those with me? Bring those to me? Yes, I already have it. That's all you're looking for, you've got it right here.
Nice work.
In that case, I'll give you the recipe so you find people can cook it right away.
Oh?
This looks surprisingly simple. Even I might have a chance with this.
Very nice.
Wonderful. I'll leave the preparation up to you then.
Well?
Okay, it's all done.
Yes.
Look at the beautiful dish. It smells just as divine too. Now to see how it tastes. That's okay.
What?
This is absolutely exquisite. Exquisitely bad, that is.
What?
Really? I assure you that I followed the recipe for this so-called vitamin smoothie to the letter. Taste it for yourself, then tell me if you're still confident in your concoction. Here. Down the hatchet goes.
I don't believe this.
See what I mean? Makes you want to vomit, doesn't it?
All right.
Wait a second. I see a small warning affixed to the bottom of this recipe. Smoothies made entirely from veggies are only recommended for experienced dieters only. Beginners should add fruit juice for flavor.
No.
Young miss, did you process only the lettuce? Though I asked to prepare apples and lemons as well.
Sure.
Oh, come on. Who's going to notice a stupid warning label that tiny?
Really now.
Lesson learned, Shion. Just have to add fruit and attempt this once more.
Yes.
Very well. Let's take it from the top.
What?
This is absolutely exquisite. Comparatively speaking, at least.
What?
So don't sound all that enthused. Is this really the best recipe that Mahag-Saar has to offer? I keep forgetting how they say these. I believe so. When I first heard about this, it made me think of what I saw in Menancia. Combination of fruits and vegetables remind me of Danans and Renans living together. Thought this recipe might capture such harmony.
Very nice.
Nothing else, it's the most healthy recipe you're sure to find out here. Indeed. So be sure to drink it so as to ensure that precious harmony lives on, even within the confines of my stomach.
Yes.
Oh, satisfying enough for the time being, I can now leave this realm with no regrets. It's time I leave in search of even greater cuisines. Farewell, my culinary comrades. Actually, one more glass. Okay.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Indeed. No other side quests? No. And we're looking to go here, probably, considering the campfire. Which means we go the other way first. While also exploring this area fully. Mostly. We already have the owl, so there's not really much else around these areas, aside from enemies or collectibles. Which I shouldn't avoid collecting, to be fair. But it's not necessarily a super high priority, I feel. I'm not gonna scour the entire map hunting down each and every one. But I'll collect them as I see them. Oh wow, I am allowed to go this way. I thought something would stop me. Wow.
I think Hootle senses something.
Holy frame drops. Bleaching spot over here. Oh no. Is this the right way? I wish the game would tell me. I would like to explore your game, but you make it so difficult. Does it actually tell me? Go to Esluva Forest. But it doesn't say. How am I supposed to know where's the right way and where's the optional side areas? Well, this place looks
We should
important.
be able to cook here.
Hey, didn't we find a recipe that...
Yeah, we can use this for it.
Do I need to rest? Not at all. Probably should for the conversations, but... Oh no, this is the right way. God damn it! It's so hard to go the wrong way in this game. That's fine. I'll just go back.
This place gives me the creeps.
After this gets.
You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway?
Because she's a mage.
Something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her Danon bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
It didn't sound
Stay
disrespectful.
alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
There's only
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
There's only 3 arts users in the team. And if 2 of them are of one
Finally,
group,
some open space again.
and the 3rd person isn't of that group, maybe that's the factor, you know? You never know. This is why we have science. There's gotta be something around here.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Yoink.
I'll hold on to that.
I'd have to find the owl
I
if
see
nothing
plenty
else.
of ruins around here too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
Ooh. Ah, the cutscene, the conversation wasn't done. I was running away from all the guys so I could hear it. Ah, whatever. Owl is around here somewhere. Okay, I'll fight you. So I don't have to worry about...
Know what's good for you. I'm on Can you take it?
So I don't have to worry about dodging you while I hunt down the owl. Ah!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Didn't realize your health bar was going down so fast.
Right. No time to hold back.
Begin. Does it hurt? I'll face you. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Nice.
I'll face you.
And then there was one.
I'll trip it up. Elusive deity. Do you require rotating pile driver. I'll face you. I'm on. Begin. Come on. Elusive deity. Now I'm hitting pile driver. Outfit. In an instant. Impact claw.
Nice.
Let's
Okay.
refrain from losing.
Let's refrain from losing. Yeah, that's the goal, my man. If I were an owl, well, I wouldn't be here. Or would I? Over here. Down here, maybe? No. But there is something here. That something is... probably useful. But it's not an owl. Huh. Is it this way? No. It's it over there? No. I can only guess it's over here. No?
I need something to eat.
It's a very small radius that it's in. I'll take down you guys, so I can wander around freely.
Begin! In a bind? Can you take it?
Here, let me help.
Hey, Shion, don't be dead. Thank you.
I'll face you. Time to let it rip. Prepare to be seized.
Take that. And that. Damn it.
Less talking, more doing.
You picked the wrong fight. Not so fast. Elusive deity.
Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Begin.
This one's mine.
I'll face you. In an instant. Impact block.
Those are supposed to be one-shot attacks.
We're a pretty lethal combination.
But why does it do damage?
What can
in
I
that case?
say? I had a good partner.
Yeah. Owls around here. But you walk barely any. Which can only imply I'm not on the right equal level, you know? Down here? Did I miss it before when I jumped down? Owl. It's not. Is it over there? On the other side of the gate? There you are. I found you. Oh, and now you reveal yourself. Where's the sweet spot? There you are. Fantastic.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Cool, we'll check that out later. And by later, I mean like, probably in like 10, 15 minutes. What's down here? Not a chest. I will accept items. I like items. I'm like halfway through, wow. Granted, I spent a lot of time just wandering around looking for an owl. You'll never catch me. I should be fighting them, honestly. Wrong button. I keep getting it right and then forgetting immediately. There's something over here, probably. There's gotta be. Something, right? I have a jump button, don't I? Yeah. Well, uh-oh. This is something. I mean, Peach still's fine. Okay. What's further in? How far can I go before it makes me actually do the main story?
You guys want to rest here?
I should, actually, for a conversation.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Monsterpedia. A Pokedex. Let's go. Can I read it?
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances, and they seem to have taken a nosedive.
That's just not true.
I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
How much is a
I
small
don't think
amount?
you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Halim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
Yeah, you should ask permission.
You must
at least.
understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
I don't know, thrifty's nice. Oh, another one.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
How indeed.
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Always the optimist, aren't you?
Hey, Rinwell, what was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hootle's wings aren't even black.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Easy peasy. I knew I could handle it. This ice cream tastes so good.
I swear, you're always having ice cream, even when it's freezing cold out.
And who made you the food police?
No one. I'm just saying that's a lot of ice cream. Don't you ever, throw up or anything?
Did you really just say that? Try thinking before you talk.
Huh? What do you mean? All I'm saying is I'm just a little worried about you, okay?
Well, don't be. I can have ice cream whenever I want.
Alright.
You say that, but you know what's gonna happen if you keep eating ice cream all the time.
It's none of your business what I eat or how often.
Arguing over the consumption of a frozen dairy product. Ah, to be young.
Naive might be more accurate.
Young's fine. Oh, we do get this one. Yeah, let's do Rin.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah, more than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh, I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
You do have gray hair.
You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister, and Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
That's a bit mean.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit.
Okay.
Hootle, let me know if you sense anything.
I wonder if at some point I should just, like, make a whole bunch of food so I can see all the conversations at once. Hopefully I don't miss anybody waiting, you know? Have that. And that too. Why not?
I want to go back to bed.
Do I have anything new? No. 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 Okay. This is the right way. Yeah. No. That's the opposite way. Well, I guess it is the right way, technically, where we go to progress. But we don't want to progress. We want to get all the good stuff.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Where am I going? Oh. This is the way to progress even further. After we've already progressed the one to the next area.
Off we go.
I hate camping out.
Okay. So I think go to Outland. Because there's a new thing to get, right? Do we get a new thing every owl?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Do we get a new thing every owl or after a certain amount of owls? I forget. Maybe we've progressed the quest line. Yeah, these are all just the same. I'll just skip it from now on. Sin Cleaver armor. Copper. Okay. These are all outfits, yeah. Silver, which is just the same thing but shinier and orange. Ooh. That doesn't look too bad. Alright. Is there an owl around here that I am able to collect? Or does Hootle just show up here? Like, it only happens over here. There's no, like, hidden owl. Is there? Oh, I got all the ones here. Cool. I feel like the radius... Huh. I was gonna say, I feel like the radius is too big. But it ends there. Maybe it's just exclusively in, like, the non-moated area. No matter. Okay. It's a little early, but I think I should end stream here, because I don't feel like... If I progress any further in the story, then I think I'd stick around a bit longer than I like. And this also makes up for me going longer than usual the other streams. So I'm kidding. I'll be back again Friday. Same time, noon central. You have a good rest of your day. Yada yada. I'll figure out outros one day.